Shemu'ėl Bet, chapter 23. And these are the last words of David, the saying of David son of Yishai, the saying of the man raised above, the anointed of the Elohim of Yaakov, and the sweet singer of Yisrael. The Spirit of Yahweh has spoken through me, and his word is on my tongue. The Elohim of Yisrael said, the Rock of Yisrael spoke to me. One who rules over man righteously, who rules in the fear of Elohim, is like the light of the morning when the sun rises, a morning without clouds, tender grass from the earth, from sunshine, from rain. For is not my house so with El? For he has made an everlasting covenant with me, ordered in all matters and guarded. For all my deliverance and all desire, shall he not make it send forth a branch? But the worthless are all as thorns thrust away, for they are not taken with hands. But the man who touches them uses iron or the shaft of a spear, and with fire they are burned up in their place. These are the names of the mighty men whom David had: Yoshev Basheveth the Tachkemonite, chief among the officers. He was Adino the Etznite, for 800 slain at one time. And after him was Eleazar son of Dodo the Achochite, one of 3 mighty men with David, when they taunted the Philistines who were gathered there for battle, and the men of Israel had gone up. He arose and struck the Philistines until his hand was weary, but his hand clung to the sword. So Yahweh brought about a great deliverance that day, and the people returned after him only to plunder. And after him was Shammah, son of Aggai, the Hararite, and the Philistines had gathered into a company where there was a plot of ground covered with lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he took his stand in the middle of the field, and delivered it, and struck the Philistines, and Yahweh wrought a great deliverance. And 3 of the 30 chief men went down at harvest time, and came to David at the cave of Adullam, while the army of Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in the stronghold, while a watchpost of the Philistines was in Beit Lechem. And David longed and said, Oh, that someone would give me a drink of the water from the well of Beit Lechem, which is by the gate. And the 3 mighty men broke through the camp of the Philistines, and drew water from the well of Beit Lechem that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. But he would not drink it, but poured it out to Yahweh. And he said, Far be it from me, O Yahweh, to do this, the blood of the men who went at the risk of their lives. So he would not drink it. This is what the 3 mighty men did. And Avishai, the brother of Joab, son of Zeruiah, was chief of another 3. And he lifted his spear against 300 men whom he slew, and had a name among these 3. Was he not the most esteemed of 3? And he became their commander, but he did not come to the first 3. And Benayahu was the son of Jehoiada, son of a brave man from Kapteel, great in deeds. He struck 2 lion-like men of Moab. And he went down and struck a lion in the midst of a pit on a snowy day. And he struck a Mitzrian, an impressive man, and the Mitzrian had a spear in his hand. So he went down to him with a staff, wrested the spear out of the Mitzrian's hand, and killed him with his own spear. This is what Benayahu son of Jehoiada did, and had a name among the 3 mighty men. He was more esteemed than the 30, but he did not come to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. Asael, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elchanan, son of Dodo of Beit Lechem, Shammah the Charodite, Elika the Charodite, Cheletz the Paltite, Ira son of Ikesh the Tekoite, Aviezer the Anathatite, Mevunai the Hushatite, Talmon the Achuchite, Maharai the Netophatite, Chelev son of Baana the Netophatite, Ittai son of Rivai from Givah of the children of Binyamin, Benayahu the Pirathonite, Hidai from the wadis of Gaash, Avi Alvon the Arbathite, Asmaweth the Barhumite, Eliachba the Shaalbonite of the sons of Yashen, Jehonathan, Shammah the Hararite, Achiam son of Shara the Hararite, Eliphelet son of Achashbai, son of the Maachatite, Eliam son of Achitophel the Gilonite, Chetzrai the Carmelite, Paarai the Arbite, Yigal son of Nathan of Tzova, Bani the Gadite, Telek the Ammonite, Nacharai the Beerothite, armor-bearer of Joab son of Zeruiah, Ira the Yithrite, Garev the Yithrite, and Uriah the Hittite, 37 in all.